Hey everybody, Jocelyn here. Just wanted to give you a quick update on this lovely journey I'm on, which I highly recommend all of you avoid if at all possible. This cancer thing, totally overrated. Yesterday I did do a video, but I only had cell connection and it didn't upload. So yesterday I did my last chemo. I did 6 of 6, and it was a hard day for me because I've celebrated hitting the end of 6 of 6 before, and yet I got to do it again. And so I was having a hard time being excited because I'm just like, and what if I have to do this a third time or a fourth time, right? And I was chatting with another person who was also there for her second go around with this stuff. And so I was finding it really hard to feel rejoiceful. But that said, today I'm actually in a better place. I'm kind of in that lull before the chemo really kicks in. So this evening I'll be curled up in my bed with my blankie and pillow and good stuff. But the one thing I am starting to feel, which is usually the gift in the last one, is you don't get out of going through all the stuff, but at least you say this is the last time. So every day you survive is one more day you hope you'll never have to live through again. But cancer isn't a quick thing. Unfortunately, you don't, at least in my case, magically just get through it. I finished phase 1, but I kind of wrote up my schedule. For me, treatment's going to go on for a year, and that's, being lucky. It's being lucky to know there's an end. If all goes well after a year, we hopefully never do this dance again. And so what's up for me next is that in June, I only have one small infusion, which isn't chemo. It's just some stuff that targets the cancer itself. One of the reasons chemo is so miserable is it just blasts the entire body. And so the goal is everything that's going on from here on out is at least more focused at the cancer and not blasting the body. So it makes it easier. So I have surgery July 2nd, so right at the beginning of July. After surgery, a month later, after I've healed from that, I have radiation for 6 weeks, every day for 6 weeks. I hear fatigue's a big deal, but in the grand scheme of what I've experienced, my understanding is things become very relative. And so what is in its own right not a fun experience when you've been through worse in the recent past, you're grateful at least it's better than what you've been through. And then so that will take me in August, September, and then through the rest of the year into the beginning of January, because it's a 12-month cycle. I found my lump in January, started treatment in February. I still have, if they find residual cancer at surgery, they are going to give me a chemo for 12 more rounds, which doesn't excite me, but is a more targeted chemo, so it is like a chemo lite. It's not nothing, but it's not as bad. So if they find it, I get to do chemo light, which I'd still prefer not to, but so be it. If I'm clean at surgery and there's nothing going on, they don't find anything, then I just have to do for the rest of the year the targeted stuff. Either way, radiation is in my future. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm grateful for today that I'm feeling better. Yesterday, I cried some tears. As I said, it was traumatic to want to celebrate, but to also know that I've only done 4 of 12 months. And, I know it gets easier, but it is not gone. And I'm reflecting how lucky I am to have a spouse and to not have to worry about, do I have good health insurance? Do I have to worry about bringing in income? My primary job is to take care of my kids, which, is a big job in itself. But, my heart goes out to people who are single parents. Like, how are you a single parent possibly trying to work, possibly trying to be on leave if you've got kids? Good God. And this is where you learn to count your blessings, that while it doesn't minimize our experiences, there's gratitude in absolutely everything, because things could be more challenging. And, the community is what helps it be less so. My boys take care of me. My mom takes care of me. My husband's there for me. You guys are there for me. And an update on the house. And it's interesting. I did this at 33 and I'm doing it at 42. And I think I'm faring much better at 42 than I did in 33. When I was 33, I kind of went on leave and just dedicated myself to being sick. And I think this time, where I've been in this space of, I don't have time for this shit. I'm buying a house, selling a house, got a business, got kids. it's actually causing me to thrive because I'm not sitting there being sick. I have to take naps. I have to honor the realities of being sick, but I don't have to let it completely consume every moment of my life. And so as a result, I am getting our house ready to go on the market first week of June. So I'm covered in paint. If I were to remove these things, you'd find paint everywhere because I've been painting, I've been cleaning, I've been doing all the stuff that comes with that. We take possession of our new house this weekend. It is, for better or worse, a fixer-upper. It's really going to be wonderful to live in a home where I design the kitchen and I get to design all these things, but it also means while they're making my designed kitchen, I may or may not have a kitchen for 2 to 3 months. So granted, we're still selling this house, so I've kind of got a kitchen, but a kitchen I need to leave spotless every day. So it's like, but it's certainly keeping me entertained and busy. And it's certainly giving me some stuff to sink my teeth into that. It's kind of nice. I feel the house stuff I can do a little more at my own pace. Whereas I think with client work, I feel bad for the ebb and flow of, the first week after chemo, I kind of don't care. Unless the sky is really falling, I don't care. And so it's kind of, I'm more forgiving with myself, I think, for those energies around home, knowing that if I don't get to it this week, I'll get to it next week, and I'm the customer, and so I forgive myself. It's an interesting difference I notice with how I choose to judge my reality and my ability to do the best I can to my ability. So that's all she wrote. I will sign off. Thank you guys, as always, for being in my world. And I just want to make sure I kept doing these updates for you because, I don't know, it's nice to just know where people are at. Even some of us we're really close to, others we're just on this peripherally close to, but I know I follow some people too who are going through stuff, and I kind of like to hear their story and just sort of know them, even if I don't necessarily connect with them. It's hard to have time to be deep friends with a lot of people, but this gives us the ability to be connected to people that we care about, and it's a beautiful blessing. So have yourselves an amazing day. And yeah, I'll probably try to check in. I mean, as I said, surgery is my next excitement with the little, interim of house chaos. Hopefully that's it for the excitement. I'm looking forward to a very boring life, though I don't think that'll ever happen. I usually keep myself busy. Bye, friends. Love y'all.